Hello and welcome to my 100% walkthrough for A Castle Full of Cats. This is a point-and-click find 'em game, essentially, a follow-up to their previous game, A Building Full of Cats, that I did a guide on. Now, everything today will be fairly simple. There will be nothing that is missable. I will be talking through what we need to do for the most part. And just to start off with, we're going to get the crystal ball. This should be the first achievement unlocked. And then we'll just go straight into collecting the cats themselves. Now, for the majority of the time, I won't be talking over the collecting of the cats themselves. However, just giving pointers at specific times when things are needed. I'll go quite quick, and I will usually try to go from left to right. However, obviously I will sometimes miss some and have to go back, so if you're having issues, maybe pause or slow down just to make sure you find them. But if there's anything in particular that needs finding at a specific time or in a specific way, I will mention that at the time. So you'll notice you don't actually need to collect 100% of the cats in each level to unlock the next area. However, you will need 100% for the achievements. So follow as I do to get all 100. Once you get the last one, the achievement should pop. I did have a few achievements that didn't pop on screen, but did pop immediately in the actual dashboard. So don't worry about that. I will mention them and include timestamps as well, just for anyone who might be concerned about that. So once you've found all the ones in the main area here, you will unlock the achievement for getting all of the cats in the castle. The castle actually just refers to this courtyard area. Once complete, just move through into what's known as the main hall. Now into the main hall. The main hall itself, each area has its own colour scheme essentially, and the cats will be different colours. Now immediately to the right here, we're going to find a castle map on a plinth. This will do exactly as it says and shows us the areas of the map and unlocks an achievement. We also get this little UI that helps us know what we need to collect. So once we've got this, that is the only distinct thing we need in the area other than the cats themselves. You'll see there's several doors with numbers on them. That's associated with the number of cats required to unlock those areas. Now, the game itself does something very interesting, which is different to the previous versions of this kind of genre, where they call it a Catvania, essentially a Metroidvania-like systems where you will collect items that mean you can go to previously unlocked areas, but obviously there is no time constraints and it's not missable, so don't worry about that. I will also mention where they are, so just continue to follow along here and collect all cats in this area. And you'll notice here, if you have played the previous game, you can use the hint function using X to show ones that are otherwise hidden. But once you have all the cats in the main hall, you'll get the achievement, and you can move through the door there into the pantry, or this is the kitchen. Sorry, this is the kitchen area. And we'll just do the same as we did previously. We'll find all the cats in this area. Okay, that's everything in this area, and we'll just scroll to the right of the screen through the door, and this will be the pantry. Now, the pantry is actually the first area we will meet a regular cat. We will need to meet all of these for an achievement, and it's also the first area we'll have to come back to because we don't have an item yet. You'll notice there's a kind of chest in the bottom right hand corner that we'll need a key to. We'll get that key slightly later on in the playthrough and return to collect something from it. So in the meantime, for now, just follow along and collect all the cats. And you'll see here on the upper right hand side there is the sun face. We open it up, get that star key. Now usually I will get anything that is not a conventional cat towards the end of the room, but for this room the only thing we need to collect is that star key. We won't actually use it for a little while, but you can always check your inventory, that kind of little menu that opens up with the map, to see if there's anything you're missing. Now just make sure you talk to Seth. I don't think it's essential, I think just meeting is enough, but I would do it just to make sure that you can trigger the right story sections. Make sure you speak to all the ones along the way. I'll show you where they are anyway, but once you've done that and got everything in the room, you can just start to back out towards the main hall. And now once in the main hall, we'll notice that a new door is open on the right hand side. This is the backyard area. There's some new cats to talk to. So here we'll just have a quick chat. There'll be 3 in total. We only need to speak to 2 of them. There's Horus there. He'll say that there's a few of their cats missing, so we need to find them, and Lino. So the rescue cats, again, I'll mention those throughout, but I'll include in the description their location. There's 6 in total, but we'll go down into the dungeons now. The dungeons, again, will have some extra miscellaneous items, but for the time being, let's just start with finding the cats, and I'll mention everything else when we get to it. Okay, so that's all the cats for the area. That should be an achievement. And there's 2 additional things we need to get in here. We need to get the key. You'll just see me grab it here. It's on the right hand side at the top area, and that'll be cell key 1. Now there's 7 keys in total, 4 for cells, and then there's also there you'll see the first of the rescue cats hidden behind the wagon wheel. Again, like I said, it's on the menu, so you can see if at any point you're missing any of them. Once you've got those 2, just go to the first door on the left. This will be dungeon cell 1, and we'll start finding cats again. So perfect, once we've got all the cats in this area, there is also another key here, just on the right hand side dangling from the branch, and that'll be cell key 2. You'll see in just a moment why we need the cell keys, but there is 4 of these total, 7 keys in total, but it's 4 cell keys. So just move on to dungeon cell 2, and again follow along to get all the cats. And there we go, that'll be another cell done. So just back out again and move on to the third one. This third cell will be where the locked coffin is, so this is what you need the 4 dungeon cell keys for. But there is also cats to be found in here, so just continue doing that. And again, that's another achievement unlocked with everything found. Just back out and go on to the final and 4th cell. And once we get the last one here, that'll be everything in the dungeon. We'll just need to back out again, going back through the courtyard, or the backyard, sorry, to the main hall. And once in the main hall, we're just going to go to the top left now. A new door has opened that will lead us to the laboratory. Do the usual. This one can be a little bit difficult. Some of the icons for the cats are a little bit smaller. You can always zoom in with the right trigger, using the left trigger to zoom out again. And of course use the hidden cat function, the find function with X, for one cat in particular if you're really struggling. So once we've got the last couple of cats in this area, we will also be getting the graveyard key. It's the skull-like key just in the centre of the lab table. It's obscured by the achievement for the moment, but just at the bottom there, below kind of the astrolabe in the centre left. And once you've got that, we're just going to go back out to the courtyard, the starting area, and on the left hand side there will be a chain door that we can now unlock. Okay, and we head into the graveyard now. This area does have a few kind of secret things that we'll need to unlock, but start off, just talk to the new cat we've met. This is Giovanni. As you know, if you played the previous game, these are all the cats of Devcats. And if you just carry on collecting the cats for this area, and I'll come back to you once we get to the secret items. Okay, and once you've got all the cats in the area, we will also be getting a key. This is another of the cell keys, so if we just go to the branch here behind one of the tombstones, that'll be cell key 3. And then if you want to go up top here, just behind the tree branch next to Giovanni, is another rescue cat. You'll also notice there's a stone that sticks out from the wall there. It's kind of obvious. If you press that, it'll open up this door to the underground corridor. So just carry on as normal, start collecting the cats in the underground corridor. Okay, and once we've got all the cats in the underground corridor, we're going to go all the way to the right and we're going to find our friend Judy. She's going to be the boatmaster cat. We will come back to her later, but for the time being, when you speak to her, she'll give you the Pantry Key. We'll need this for the All Keys achievement, and also we'll need it to unlock something in a moment. But for the time being, if we just go back to the second night, we'll notice between his legs there is another rescue cat. That'll be the third hidden rescue cat. Once we've got that, we can just use this little elevator to go up. And we'll be in the mirror passageway. Just start collecting the cats as usual, and I'll be back with you shortly. This area is a nice short one, so once you're done, you're just going to collect the next key on the plank to the right hand side here, and this will unlock the fourth and final cell key. You're also going to see just above the brick here on the very bottom right that there is another hidden rescue cart. That will be our fourth. And then finally on the right hand side there is that kind of cloth draped over the mirror. Click on that and use the mirror to unlock another achievement. Now we've got fresh keys, what we're going to do is take the keys and go unlock the coffin that is in the dungeon. So we're going to go back to the third door, or cell 3, and use all 4 of the keys to unlock the coffin, and by doing so unlock arcade mode. There you have it. So we're going to go back out to the main hall, go into the kitchen, and then into the pantry. As I mentioned earlier, that was the first area where we need to come back to. We've now got the golden key from Judy, which will allow us to open the chest in the bottom right hand corner and get some snacks for her. There we go, we have them, we can see them in the inventory, but before we give those to Judy, we actually need something else. So what we're going to do is go back out to the main hall again, and this time we're going to go to the top right level. This will take us into the library. Now the library is one of the largest areas. It is also quite intense on the eyes, especially if you're zoomed out. So I would definitely take your time with this area. There's also a lot that's going to be related to this area, so if you just follow along for the next couple of minutes and I'll talk through what needs to be done next. Okay, perfect. And once we have all the cats in this area, we're going to go to the center column here, and at the bottom, again just obscured by the achievement at the moment, is a door with a little star symbol. I'm sure you can guess we're going to use the star key just to open that up and head into the safe room. Do the usual things. We're just going to get all the cats in this room for the moment, and then I'll be back with you again shortly. Okay, now we've got everything in this room, we're just going to back out. You can see there is a chest in the bottom right there, we will be coming back for that shortly, but for the time being we're just going to go back out into the library once the screen's cleared. And once in the library we're going to collect another rescue cat, so they're just under the table, you'll see the little feet sticking out. There we go, that's the 5th. There should be one more to collect, and then just further up on the right side at the top left of the ladders will be the Cathulu key. So that's what we needed before we went back to Judy. So what we're going to do is go back to the main hall once we've got this. Just quickly head into the bedroom, you'll see why in a moment, but for now we're just going to see the bedroom and then immediately leave. And then head to the laboratory and use the magic mirror to head down to the underground passageway and speak to Judy again. Just speak to Judy. I accidentally mashed through the text, but she will say thank you for the snacks and take you to Cathulu in the sewers. Just have a quick chat with them and unlock the collar, and they will give you an ability to teleport to rooms that you've previously visited. Now you'll just open your map menu here, and obviously because I've previously been to the bedroom, we now don't have to go back all the way, we can just immediately click on it. Once in here, we're not actually going to get the item straight away. Instead, we're going to go to the left and get these eyes in a glass bottle. We're going to collect those, and then we're also going to collect the next secret map. So you'll see the hidden castle map there. That reveals all location, even hidden ones. And once we've got that, we're going to head back to the safe room where we just were earlier. Not the pantry, this was my mistake. It's actually the safe room in the library. And once you're into the safe room, the bottom right chest will need the eyes to be inserted into the skull, unlocking it and giving you the better crystal ball. This will essentially mean you have regenerating hints, which obviously if you're following the guide it's not too helpful, but if you're not then that's handy. Now we're going to head back to the bedroom. We're actually just going to get the cats in this area, and then I'll come back with what's needed to be done next. And once you've got the last cat in here, we're actually going to click on the piece of carpet just directly in front of the wardrobe. You'll see it lifts up to reveal a trapdoor, and we're just going to head down there and continue to find the cats again. Perfect, and once we've got the cats in this area, we'll notice on the right hand side there's a little cubby port. If we open this port and click on it, it'll actually take us to the Secret Trapdoor section, which will be the last area with cats in the game. So once we complete this area, we will have we should only be missing 2 further achievements. But I'll come to that in a moment, so just carry on clicking for now. and that should be all of them. There'll be a few achievements that unlock here, the ones specific for the trapdoor, as well as all for the castle itself. Now I accidentally left early here. We do actually need to go back to the trapdoor room. I'll just go back there now. You can either follow the pathway or use the teleportation method, but once you're back in here, just in the very bottom right, behind the mushroom, you'll see the 6th and last one we need for the rescue kittens. That will complete everything in the menu as well, and will unlock us the achievement. Now, just a quick achievement check here. You should have 29 at this point. The only 2 you should be missing should be for meeting all the cats and beating the final boss. We're just going to open the door here and head down to the basement, where we should be greeted by all our cat friends and unlock the achievement for meeting them all at the gate. And once we enter, we will see Fofino, or Evil Fofino. If you've played the previous games, you'll know they've kind of been a central character to the stories. It's a boss battle technically, you cannot fail it, but it is timed. So the stages, each stage you unlock a segment of their lock. The lock kind of spins around them, but this lock is completed by finding hidden cats within the room. There should be 4 per segment. They do move, but you'll see here I just kind of scout around, find them, and once I have them, it will unlock each one. And once you've done all 5, that will unlock and beat Fofino, completing the game. That's probably going to be everything from me for the moment, and I'll just let this play out. If you've enjoyed, leave a like. If you've got any questions or anything you'd like to say, leave a comment. And if you want to see more content like this, hit subscribe. That's everything from me for now. Thanks.